Hi guys. So lately I've been thinking about religion a lot, and if you have seen my previous video on Islam and everything, uh, in my family, I see my mom and everything. She is a devotee Hindu woman, and she has her worship ritual, which are very hypocritical, and I really don't like it. And yeah, there's so much shortcomings we have in our own religion, and I do comments on other religion as well. I'm not saying that any religion is perfect or anything, or but there are definitely some order of like peace, right? And and I'm in a big fan of Naruto, right? And which I've seen like 3 4 years ago, and there the premises of that there are a lot of things you can learn from that anime. And one of the thing which really kept me going or made me think about was that if you remember Itachi, Sasuke, right? These guys were confused. Sasuke was confused. What is village? What is clan? And he asked this thing to Tobirama and Hashirama when they were reincarnated, resurrected or something like this, right? And I found to see lot of similarity between Uchiha clan and Islam. It is funny, but if you think thoroughly, there are a lot of commonality. Uh, uh, I have like, first of all, our media is so crooked that nobody portray a real story on something, right? And me who sees this serious anime, I get a picture, right? I get a reference point, and from there I can literally talk about it. So what I mean is that just like just like Uchihas in that village leaf, right? In this city Konoha or something, right? Although they were living together, they never belonged there. They felt like they were not faithful to the country they were living in. Right? They were not faithful. They were only faithful to the clan, and they were planning some coup to overpower the government or do something like that, right? And and there is always rivalry, and and Itachi, one of my favorite character over there, right? And he was double agent from both side, and he could see the both angles what people are trying, and he understood. His motivation was to have peace in the place, and there was so much similarity if you see in Islam, and they the same like Islam in countries like in India, I would say. Most of them are they their brotherhood is uh, before like country, right? If I'm living in India or any country, my loyalty goes to the country first, then any other thing, right? And there are a lot of Islamic people in the country, right? And it has been in other places as well, in UK as well, in wherever these Islam people stay. They have this thing going on, right? uh, I think some of them are different. I think Russia and everything, those Muslims, I don't know about them, but they seems to like prioritize their country, I guess, over there. In even in Malaysia or something, those Muslims are little different, I guess. I don't see that hostility in them, but rest of the Middle East or something, that's something like this. I could see they believe that who are not follower of Prophet is kafir, like he should die, basically, something like this. And same way, there's so much similarity between Uchiha clan. They also follow some book, and same way Uchiha follows this time stone written by their forefathers, and that way the Madara got manipulated, because white Jitsu, black Jitsu change the writings to manipulate people. Same way people follow the book over there, and they lose their sense of judgment, sense of common sense, while dealing their life, and they just follow the book. So I could see a lot of commonality between them. And yeah, so only way to fix it, and like person like Itachi could see that their clan was doing something wrong, and it came to a point where he has to like end up killing all his clan member. I'm not pro killing or something, but that story was given, right? If there was a way to resolve it without killing, that would have been good. But he knew that, although there were so many bad people from the other side, Senju clan, something, right? Danzo and other people, they were also bad. I'm not saying every religion is bad, right? But there were so many good peoples on the other side, except these Danjo and other people, right? There were some bad actors over there as well. But as you can see, they eliminated, and they not only eliminated their own guy Tachi, eliminated whole of the clan because he knew that they were against the country or something like this. And it was a big sacrifice. He even killed his father and mother. Somehow he left his brother who was very young, right? Children are like they are not that molded yet. So there is a chance that a lot of children, any place in the world, will understand and everything. So only way I see how we can bring peace amongst different people on earth or something is through education, is through knowing the thing, right? And I think that I have, and when you see this scenario, it is very similar to what happens is happening in Palestine and Israel right now. And it is the same thing, just like in Konoha, Senju people and other people made peace with Palestine. Sorry, peace with Senju Uchiha clan. They although they were not really trustworthy about, but still they were managed to keep them in the same city. They were on the outskirts, right? If you remember, Uchiha clan was on the borders of the Konoha, right? Same if I see Israeli people, I heard what I see like that they have built schools and everything. Like they were managing a lot of good stuff. They were giving a lot of thing, and so they were feeding. Right, this is the right way. Even when America bombed Japan and everything, America really did try to build Japan back. Right, it became a helping hand. So it's like it's a relation of love and hate. Other side, you want to kill them, and once you hurt them, you try to fix it as well, right? You try to educate them as much as possible so that they could understand what they are going through, right? And I really like this idea, right? If you see Three Body Problem, the series, or if you have read that book, how aliens were very smart enough to make this VR handset, right? And just to show that how just to make them feel their problem, right? How they radicalize people on earth using their VR, their story, like they are struggling, they are dying again. Please let them come in, something like this. I think that is a more way. You need to educate everybody what the actual thing is going, being truthful as possible. And so that commonality I see over there. So the only way to fix Islam is there. You outsider cannot fix it. Somebody from inside has to be aware, and they can only fix. Just like how Itachi fixed it. That is, I'm not against the violence thing, but he only able to fix it. He was only the guy who could fix it. He chose to sacrifice few people to save lot of thousands of killing, right? And he was another level at that. He was a different, like he was a very different character all over the series. And same way I see Islam, the Uchiha, they have very much similarity. They thrive on revenge and everything, right? That is not a very healthy way of growing like moving forward. And those things made sense because this series, with it is an always fighting state and everything, right? These clans will become powerful at that time who follow like those things. Like Uchihas were really powerful in that series, and it is because the hostile environment. if they were living in a very civilized world, there will no need of fighting. Those taking each other's eye will not be a thing. So I do find a lot of similarity between Uchihas and Islam, right? And that let me got thinking, right, how people Uchiha people were manipulated by their own leaders, and their own leader didn't knew. They followed a Tamstum, and that was being manipulated by white Jetsu or black Jetsu, whatever, right? In the end, he also got betrayed. Think about like your prophet getting betrayed in the end, right? So that happened with Uchiha clan. And I'm not saying that any other religion is very good. They have their own pitfalls and everything. But this one is very, what I say, I can notice every day, wherever the countries. And if you think like, okay, let's say if we give another, let's say these people, they prioritize their clan over their country, right? And so there are solution where people were actually separate. So India got partitioned, right? They were given opportunity to move out in their different countries. So Pakistan was made, and there were so many other countries like Iran or whatever, right? They are Muslim majority countries. Only Muslim people live in there. So so now you think, right? Okay, if the Uchihas were given a different land, or if the Muslims were given their own country or everything, were happy with themselves? No, right? The rules, so like if you see the economy of Pakistan, it is shit. If you see economy of Bangladesh, it is shit. Only there are very few countries uh, who follow Islam and are on the peak one, and those who follow are mostly atheists. If you see Dubai, they just want to invite other people in their country. That's why it is running. They have this oil money for some back then that has made them running. So if you see, a lot of Muslim countries are not at peace. Even they have given their own land and everything. Their rules and methodologies never made them grow or something like this. They didn't become civilized. They don't have democracy. It's still Pakistan is run by military and everything. So if you think like, oh, there is a problem even now, and what they do, they migrate in the UK. It is shithole right now over there. And I know a lot of Muslims who are not practitioner and kind of atheist. They live their life. They don't follow their book. They follow what the modern world has to offer, the modern wisdom they follow, and they do keep things right. They become a helpful person of the society. But the people who are uneducated, they prioritize their clan over their country. They have never been faithful to their country where they're living, right? And that is a bad thing. Right. I even want the NRIs from India. Don't be fucking loyal to India. If you're living in your country, be fucking citizen of that country and be proud of your new citizenship, the new home you are. Give loyalty to your country. Even if you had someday war with India, you have to prioritize your country which you're living. That is the right way to go. Yeah, even you are an Indian or something and you're living in a country, I would suggest you that you pay homage or you be loyal to your country. Even as a brother, I would say that. So that is how you peace get. You never prioritize your ethnicity or something where the country you're living. That is disloyalty, right? And that is missing in Islam. What I see, a lot of places they are in. And as I am repeating myself again, right? If they were given separate land, right? Okay, you want to have their rules. There they are not progressing, and then they want to move to progressive countries, and then they want to bring that rule back. Right? You came from shithole, now you are going toward a progressive society. Then you want to bring those rules up again. Then again that progressive society becomes shithole. So this is you want, right? Your rules, your way of living didn't made you grow forward. That's why you left that your country. And when you're in your new country, what you are doing, right? I remember, I don't know how true is that in partition, lot of Muslim people didn't went thinking that they will convert India as a Muslim. They wants to occupy this thing, so they want to stay here. I think in partition they were given the time to go to their land, right? with your common people and everything, but you stayed over there. And I'm not saying there are a lot of disloyal people. I know a lot of good people from that side. Not lot, but yeah, a very few which I know. I haven't met them personally. I see like Shah Rukh Khan's father and everything, right? Because first he's loyal to the country, right? APJ Abdul Kalam, like one of the biggest example, he was loyal to the homeland which he was living. So there are people like that. But if you go in the backward side where people are uneducated, they don't have this concept. They don't have the concept of they don't have any nationalism, right? Yeah, it is very easy to say for me to, because being a Hindu majority, living in a Hindu majority country, and I'm Hindu as well, right? I'm not a practitioner. I don't believe in a lot of things. I'm more like atheist, and I believe in science a lot. But it's very easy. But that's why I told you, if any Hindu brother or anybody who is from India now residing in a new country, I want you to fully support your country. Don't support India. If there is a chance, yes, you can prioritize as a second thing. But if, let's say, we are war, if you are war with India and you live in England, or if you live in Australia or in America, you become the person. You see the interest of American first than Indian, right? So that is the thing. And those like thinking about the Uchiha clan and everything, I get a lot of clarity about Islam as well. So I hope I'm not repeating a lot of thing over here, and you get this idea. Uh, even Attack of Titan. If you want me to make a video, please do comment about this thing. If you want to, if I see the way Attack of Titan, I forgot what was the plot and everything because I watched it way back. And over there as well, I see like how like in Palestine people say that, oh, Israel used to live there, now they went away, and now they went, like people are fighting for the homeland who was not from the homeland, right? Same way Attack of Titan kind of portray the same story, right? The original people were sent outside and they were like, just like Palestine was kept made around a city or something, they were blocked by everywhere, just like Titans were keeping them inside. And just like how, if you remember how Titans like this, the whole city, right, the gates and everything in Attack of Titan, there was a city which has been covered by the walls of this big Titan, and that is like Palestine and the outer people. And if in the end you knew that their inner people was doing, they were brainwashing, they didn't want to go outside. So a lot of time your own people is fucking you up. So that kind of was a very relatable to understand this Palestine, to understand the feeling, to understand what is actually going with Palestine and Israel. So the Attack of Titan would be a very good use case to understand that. So I this is the thought I wanted to share. In my mind, actually has a lot of conversation, but I don't know if I'm able to portray that in front of camera or not. But I had a lot of things to speak. I think I've given half of my thing which I had in my brain. Probably have to think more, and so that I could come up with a better way of delivering my ideas. So do let me know if you want to know my take on Attack of Titan and how they could be relatable uh, with uh, with Israel and Palestine, right? Uh, I don't want to think on these topics because a lot of thing has going on my other channel, like the technical videos and everything. It is not good to do talk about all of this thing when things are not in good, not in your life, right? So always solve your problem, then you think about this kind of thing. That I want to take away from this video as well. But yeah, if you are in a crisis where these things are problem and you want to understand the people, these are the videos I think you should watch. So hope to see you in the next one. Do comment or view your opinions and everything. I'm not that old or like full of wisdom. I'm around 30, right? I've seen some world. I visited 5 countries. I visited all over India, which is like more like country. 28 states, like more like 28 countries, different countries, right? Different language, different food, different, like internal, whatever we travel, it's like going to another country. So yeah, I've well traveled, well understood what I feel like. But this is my experience which I've shared with you. Maybe in future, if anything changed, if my mind changes, I'll do update you on this channel. So you hope you have subscribed, and we'll see each other again. So sayonara.
Who are you? My guy! I'm gonna become stronger than anyone.